Hey, Cortavius here. Time to pull some shards. Actually, I don't know if this is the brightest thing I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go get the soul on both accounts. So we're gonna pull a bunch of shards. By the way, if you want to add a legendary to your account today, you know you can do that. If you click the link in the description below, you can actually add Karato to a brand new account if you start him in raid and get Tagoar at excellent epic when you hit level 15. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out of Plarium Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link on the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to your inbox. Karato will be sitting there waiting for you. All right, well, if you do that, you'll get a legendary. I'm gonna pull enough shards here. I sure better get one. So we are looking at the path event. As I said, I have 5,985. I think the math I saw was I need to get 104,000 points if I want to get both the champ and the soul. So I definitely thought a lot about this on the free-to-play and the main. I hate pulling shards on progressives because I think progressives are crap. But on this one, you do get 2 times sacred. So it's like pulling on a 2 times, and I'll get the stuff through the path as benefits, and you got a progressive with it. So not really a bad time to use some shards. And the free-to-play sitting here with 60 sacreds. What am I hoarding them all for? Thankfully, Clan Boss has been providing. The only champ I really want the progressive today is Arnon the Shining. This dude's crazy. In Arena, he's just crazy. His passive prevents his death, keeps him alive, puts stone skin on him, then instantly activates his A3, which is an AoE, which ignores increased defense, strength, and shield. If it kills somebody, it decreases the turn meters of all the enemies, and you can't resist it. I've seen this guy be the last guy standing and just wipe my team. He's really crazy. I'd love to get him, but there's no 2 times on voids. So it's just purely a progressive. Progressives are better on voids than on sacred. And then this guy, Admiral Blacktusk, he's an interesting faction warrior. He'd be really cool. This, at the start of each round, places stone skin buff on all allies for 1 turn. If that was like the stone skin in the stone skin set, where it had a 50% chance to be stripped, so you always have that 50% protection, then he'd be really cool. Problem is, it's just a buff. So any stripper that comes in could just take that thing right off, and it doesn't have the 50% chance. So he's just okay. He's not really worth the progressive. So, I mean, you can actually take him out and not have him in there, which is probably what I should do, and just go with 2 times. Chances of getting him are so low anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I am gonna pull some voids just because I think this guy's crazy. So I want to try and get some pulls. I'm willing to just try some, I guess, is my point. So on the free-to-play, I think I need to pull 11 of those. So let's go to a 10 pull of voids, and then I'm gonna switch to sacreds. Come on, give me something besides rares. Something, anything. There's no 2 times here, so really I can't expect anything, but rares, come on, give me last chance. Oh, rares. Anything here even useful for me? No. So that's just all food, basically. Well, that's a shame. So I'm gonna pull 9 of these, and then I will go back. I'll go to the path, claim the fragments, and just make sure my math is right. So there's a 2 times here. We're just hoping for good stuff. Tyrell, I don't honestly know if, yes, I think he is a dupe on this account. I honestly don't remember. I know I use Stagnite. Tyrell is really good. Anchorite is new, I believe, on this account. So he heals allies. He's got 1 random debuff, removes 1 random debuff from allies, so he's got a partial cleanse, increases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. So that's interesting. That's a 3-turn cooldown that extends buffs. So he could make my Wixwell team, and he would bring increased crit rate, increased crit damage on all allies. So I don't know why I need to improve my Wixwell team, because it 1-keys everything. But interestingly, I could take out one of my 2 level 50 epics on the account now, or Valerie I think's in there as a rare. And I could put Anchorite on there. I guess I'd get more damage, or I could improve the builds. Probably isn't worth the investment though, but Anchorite's a really interesting champ. He's and he definitely would help in the faction too. He's pretty good. 3 right here. No gold. Tagoar. I have not built Tagoar on this account. He's in my link in the description below. You can get him on your account. Tagoar's really good. Increased defense, increased speed, reviver. So that's definitely one I haven't built on this account, but I would. So, all right. We got a bunch of these to open, so we better get rolling here. That's another epic. Ripper, not worth talking about. Come on, 5. That's Farragut Isbell. I heard she's okay. I've never built her, so not too excited, and I already have her. Oh, we got gold. Come on, give me something good. Mother Sabelle. So that's actually an interesting one. That's new for sure on this free-to-play. I have used her on my main before. I'm not exactly sure where she fits in on this account, but she does open up stuff in Sand Devil, which I've never progressed Sand Devil past stage 13. So she could actually be an instant answer for me. I've got Husk, I've got Royal Guard, I could build Armiger. I wonder if I could go build my Armiger team. So she has AoE on the A1 with a decreased speed, so she's actually interesting in Hydra too. Revive on death and increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. And then she swaps HP with an ally basically, so she can help heal and keep your team alive is what that, without reading that whole skill to you. Full heal is the ally with the lowest HP whenever this champion is killed, heals all allies and fills her turn meters when she's revived. So she actually can heal the team if she gets killed and revived too. But these 2 AoEs are actually, this AoE is actually an AoE A1 with decreased speed. That's useful in many places. But then the ability to keep the team alive as well. And she's got a speed in all battles aura by 24%, which is one of the better all ally speed and all ally for all allies in the game, for all battles. So she's a good pull. She'll get used on this account. More another legendary to book though, and her problem is there's 3 books there you really want, there's 3 books there you really want, that's 6 books you want, and they put a pile of books on the A1. That's the painful part with her. That's 6, 9, 12 books to make her really effective. Good news is this one doesn't take any books, it's just a cooldown. I mean, it'll at least work. And I guess the ally swap's less important, so problem is you've only got a 25% chance, so she really could use the books to land the decreased speed chances. So, and if you want to use the Sand Devils, you got to book this account, that skill. So, all right, well, we got gold. That's good. We didn't get blanked, and it was a reasonable amount of shards to get there. All right, Grimskin. Not much to say there. I think he's basically food in my mind. I don't really see anybody using him. Sinesha, I have her. She's really cool for the AoE A1. You bring her with Skull Crown and an ally attacker, and they call it a blender. You can kill people in arena. But she also has an interesting couple other skills where she can put the target skills on cooldown on a single target, and then has a strong heal. She brings all your allies up to the HP with the highest ally. So she's a good healer. She can lock down an enemy, and she hits hard. So she's fun. I actually have never built her on my main account, and I do have piles of epic books, so she could be useful here. All right, let's pull one more, and then I'm gonna go check out the path and see where we're at. All right, Bovos. He's got some utility, but I won't spend the time to go through his on here. Let me play. All right, Path of Spring. So let me pull up my graphic here of what I need to make sure I don't screw this up. So I am gonna come down and grab stuff. I guess if I get this wrong, I just end up pulling more shards, right? So now we do need the key, so we'll come down the outside, and all right, we need to come in here and get some keys. I'll take the void potions. Now I want to get the dust, grab a key. I gotta come over here and get a key, and I need to get 3 of these. All right, so we'll take the speed glyphs, use a key, grab some fragments. I need to take those, grab a key, grab some fragments. We're up to 50. I need 1 more set of fragments, which I can get out of the middle here and get some more speed glyphs, but I'm gonna need another key. I guess I can come down any one of these. I think I'm gonna take these just for a shot at some fun, which means I need the key for sure. So now I can come back, grab you, unlock that, grab him. All right, so we have the champ, because I can do the artifact enhancement. So now all we need to do is get 50,000 points. We have 1,500 now. Let me do some math. All right, we need to pull 11 more of these, and that'll still leave me 40 sacreds on this account. So I still think that's plenty. And I have fine on here. That's probably why I'm doing this. And it's a 2-time sacred. So, all right, 11 to go. What are we going to get? Come on, give me something good. Give me 1 more good champ worth building. That's all I'm really after. Filed Sinner would not qualify. Come on. Give me something good. Something good. Epic. Lady Annabelle. Did I already pull her? I can't remember. I'll have to check to see if she's new. If not, she's my answer for Bommel. So I think that is a really good pull for me because she can solo Bommel. And I don't have an answer for Bommel on this account. He locks me out from that wave, that round of Doom Tower, that rotation. So I think that's really good for me. I just hope you don't need a blessing for her for that strat. But I think that's a good pull for me. Yeah, I think she can help me with Bommel. That's 3. Tarshan, he's okay. But unlikely to be built by me. 4. Oh, we got gold. Come on, give me something. Give me. Oh, Pythion. Yeah. Oh, that's a great champ. Pythion's awesome. I use him on my main still. This dude's a tank. He can take hits, which is really nice. He can build resistance when you put the build on him. So he heals off his A1, which has actually helped me a lot. His A2 is a full cleanse for your team, heals everybody. So you get a cleanse and heal, and then he puts up block debuffs for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. Revives all dead allies on his A3 with 50% HP, 50% turn meter, and gives them strengthen. That's not the best revive in this game for sure, but at least he does give us strength and help survive. And it's an AoE. It's on a 4-turn cooldown, which is average. And then allies receive 5% less damage from skills for each buff on them. So he's putting a couple up there himself with his block debuffs, but if you can get champs that put buffs up, you're stacking up to 25% less damage from AoEs. That is pretty nice. Duchess has got a better one, but he's probably second best in there. And then ally resistance in all battles if he's your lead, if you need resistance. So he's a really good champ. That's a really good pull for me. Interestingly, I guess this account is just strong for the protectors though. Mithrala can help protect. I got Necrot to protect. I have Elva. I have Arbaeus, who's really good at that too. Now you throw Pythion in there. Mikage, I have the Noelle and Sir Nick, so keeping people alive on this count feels pretty easy to do right now. But I'll still take him because Elva's really good. She does the cleanse, block, debuffs, and revive, but it is a single ally revive. So Pythion brings the full revive in there. So that's a really nice pull. So I guess between Lady Annabelle for Bommel and Pythion, I'm pretty happy with that. So I think we needed to get down to 40 on here is what we said. Claw Beast Feeder. He's actually I actually used him beat the faction on my main account. So he's got increased speed, increased accuracy on all allies. He can do some turn meter stuff and heals. So he's a decent epic. I think he's been power crept. I don't know if you use him anymore, but back in my main, that's how I beat the faction with him. Brought the Blood Soaked. Nothing too excited to talk about here. He's decent, but I've never used him on my main account either. Probably could be used in Curse City. Neldor is really good for Fire Knight hard. So I think I already have multiple Neldors though. So, he's a really good epic to pull. Don't get me wrong. He's a good epic. I think I have him already. Eothar, old school poisoner, has value, but nowadays I don't know why you'd use Eothar as much. Let me know if you know something. Well, we got the twin, we got Hard Fire Knight working here. We got Creodin and Neldor. Both these guys put freezes out. Creodin's a really good epic, so I haven't built him yet on this account. I think I do have him, but that's definitely one I would look to build. Got a triple hitter on his A1, which is, I guess, good in Fire Knight, and he's chance of freeze. So that's really good in Hard Fire Knight, not as good in regular Fire Knight because it doesn't have a turn meter reduction on it. AoE freeze on his A2. Each hit's got a chance of placing freeze, 65% chance, 70 with sniper. Actually, the sniper work on freeze? Might not work on freeze, so 65% chance. And then increased speed on all allies. It fills the turn meter of all allies. So he's useful in multiple places, but Hard Fire Knight, he's fantastic. But he does have wave control in there with the freeze. So you do put freeze on enemies and reduces the damage you do to them, so you can slow down waves in that respect. But if you need somebody to help keep you alive through a wave, he's really good for that. All right, 2 more. So getting some good champs here. I definitely don't feel bad. Fennex. So Fennex is... I love Fennex on this account. So to me, this is an empowerment of my existing Fennex. I will use him to empower Fennex. With Wukong being all over the arena at this account's level, I just love the fact I can just keep putting Fennex in there and blocking revive with Fennex's A1. Hits hard and blocks revive. And we got Carlinia, one of the stranger champs they've put in this game. What is up with the candles on the head? How is that functional in battle? Like, that's the flashlight of the day? I don't know. That is a strange champ. So, not really going to help me. All right, let's see if we did our job here. 50,985. We are 50,000, but I can claim it. So we've got the soul. All right. So the free to play has done its job. We've got the champ. No, we don't. Actually, I now have a 5-star soul for a champ I don't have. I guess I can't forget. I have 2 days and 17 hours to go get my 4th epic, and I am 75 done, and I just need to do gear enhancement in the next 1 day, 1 hour. So if I can do gear enhancement, I will finish the fusion and have a 5-star soul waiting on the free-to-play account there. All right, let's go get the main done. All right, on to the main here. So same thing. I don't have this guy Arnorn the Shining on my main. I'd love to get him too. No 2 times here, so, and RSL Helper's down. I have no idea where I'm in Mercy. So on this one, I am going to go for 25 Voids, and then I'll do the rest 19 Sacred. Come on, Faceless. Man, there's no 2 times on here. That's looking pretty good for a 2 times. Sure beat the free-to-play, huh? Wrong account. Imagine if that was on the free-to-play. Sylar, Seer, Faceless, Coldheart. That'd be a crazy pull on the free-to-play. Actually, you imagine being a new account pulling 10 Voids. You get Bellower, Reliquary Tender, Coldheart, Sylar, and Seer all in one 10 pull. That's a crazy 10 pull. Honestly, Seducer and Dilgol are also decent. Kurzad actually puts an increased accuracy on the team. He's one of Ash's favorite rares. I've never quite figured out why, but he really likes him. The only one on there is probably Drown Bloatwaith, which is probably more of a waste. That's a really good 10 pull if you weren't hoping for gold. This account doesn't need Seer again, but man, my free-to-play would have loved that 10 pull. Come on, give me some gold though. Give me some gold! I know I can't expect gold, but man. Oh, well, we made up for that last 10 pull, didn't we? We're gonna get all rares. Yeah, nothing there exciting. All right, so we're gonna pull 5 more of these if my math is right, and then I'm gonna pull 19 Sacreds coming up next. Daywalker, he's only good if you wanna burn Lydia's block revive. Another Bellower, welcome to the team, Bellower. Bellower was my campaign farmer for a long time in this one. Laboro, I lost track. I think I need 2 more. 4, Drown Bloatwaith is back, and 5. All right, that's 5. All right, well, nothing for this account off the rares, off the voids. If this had been the free-to-play, I'd be excited and geeked right now. But on the main, that's okay. All right, 19 of these. And really, we're doing it for the champ and the 5-star soul. I guess anything we get out here. Kymar would be my most wanted out of non-void gold. Wasgar. I don't even know what that guy does. Restores max HP, deflect damage and a shield, counterattack. All right. Urgot the Malformed. I have plenty of those. Okay, epic. Yellow Gurna. Not really that useful. That's 4, right? Shatterbones. I should have done the math on how many I needed to pull. Shatterbone's pretty decent epic, actually. Underrated. I've seen him used in Arena before. So decreased speed on all enemies. He's got attacks 3 times, chance to decrease turn meter, increased attack on allies. So he can actually do some turn meter and speed manipulation for your team. Kind of a little budget arbiter. Tagoar, we saw him earlier today. Very good epic. Man, we are getting all epics here, aren't we? I've completely lost track of how many, so I'm gonna have to go do some math on it a little bit. Well, free to play definitely had better luck than the main. I guess I can afford that more on this account. Dulcinea, there's a Mikage epic if you needed one. She was my last one I needed for Mikage when I got Mikage. Wow, that's been brutal. Oy, not good. Come on, save it all. What's that? Whoa, it was just a delay. Taragi the Frog, he is an excellent epic. Really good. Can be used in Clan Boss. He's got an ally protect and a shield. You can put poisons up when he's attacked, so really useful epic. Very good for the faction as well. I've actually never built Taragi on this account. I probably could empower him with him. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go figure out how many more I need to pull. All right, 7 more of these. That's 1. Come on, give me something good. Give me a gold out of this. This has really been a dreadful session. Gory, another Fire Knight epic that's outclassed by Creodin and Eldor. Cage Breaker, he's trash. Come on, give me something here. Gold, come on, give me gold, give me gold, give me good gold. Ooh, we actually got the champ. Look at that. Maybe I should have taken him out of the pool, out of the thing, because I would rather have Kymar. But considering I could have got trash, could have got somebody that's horrible, I could have pulled Altan or somebody. So we actually got the 10 times. Look at that, or the 15 times. So yeah, he's got a stun on the A1, can't be resisted when he's attacking when out of his turn. So if he's counterattacking, for example, removes all debuffs from all allies. So he's got a cleanse, then teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy. So cleanses everybody, which means he can't be CC'd or that's going to be a waste. So he's got to cleanse everybody, then a single target ally attack, but if your allies have AoE A1s, that's still an AoE. They'll use their default skills, so they're using their A1s, removes all buffs in the target enemy, places a stun on them for 2 turns. So he's got some nice cleanse control, got to have enough accuracy to do that. Fills the turn meter by 50%, fills his champs by an extra 10% for each buff removed, so he's got some ability to get his turns back. Buff removal and stun can't be resisted, so there you go. So you can, if you have one more faction ally on the team, then you don't need the accuracy for this skill. Resets the cooldown of the skill when an enemy is killed while under a stun debuff placed by this champion. So if he stuns somebody with the A2 and then my mythical dwarf comes in, I got Frolny, who can come in and whack as my dwarf, you know, it does bring an ability then to do some work, right? Because then he'll reset that champ's skills. So it's pretty cool to pull the Unity champ. Oh, back-to-back gold! What do we get? Gretel! Interesting. I never did the Hansel and Gretel thing. So Gretel's actually new. I guess my next shard, hopefully I pull Hansel. But she was the better of the two. So she's got a decreased defense, attacks enemy 4 times, will ignore target's defense, AoE turn meter reduction, and fills the turn meter by 50% whenever an enemy is granted an extra turn. So some turn meter manipulation attacker. Her and Hansel can do some really good damage together. They're actually a decent duo. They just probably weren't worth the amount of work they were going to put us in to get it. So back-to-back gold. All right, we're pulling this out. I've lost track again of how many I pulled, so let's just pull another one, then I'll go do the math again. All right, Knight Errant, nothing exciting. All right, I'll be right back with math. All right, 2 more of these to pull. I have 160 left, so we're still doing well. All right, it's Laudric the Falconheart, decent shield champ, but not really useful in the game other than that. And Sandlash Survivor. Decent epic, but definitely power corrupt these days. All right, we are at 48,277. Let's go pull 2 more times to get another faction Unity champ. Can we add him to the collection? Bellower, haven't seen you today. More than 4 times. Come on, one last chance at gold. Yeah, we're gonna get a rare. All right, Gear Grinder. Decent rare, by the way. I did get him. He did help me beat that faction on the main back in the day, so probably more options nowadays. But all right, how did we do? 49,777. So all right, I will go probably just pull something simple. All right, let's go pull 1 rare. I mean 1 ancient shard. And there's my 1 rare. All right, Houndspawn, welcome to the team. All right, there's our 5227. So we got the soul on the main as well. So main account's in the same place. Just need to go get the artifact enhancement done, and we can go get the champ there too. So we'll have the champ in the fusion. So pretty decent session, I'd actually say. It's a pile of sacreds, but thankfully I hoard on my account. I'm judicious with my resources. I only pull them when I think I can use them, and in this case, with the 2 times a progressive, and I can get the champ in the fusion. You know, on my main, I don't even know if I'll use the guy. Who knows? But at least I have him. And then on the free to play with him and Fina, you know, I do think he'll be useful for me in both Hydra and the faction. So there's more I can do with him. So, but the fact that I got gold on both accounts and usable champs, certainly on the first account, and I got a faction unity on the second champ, certainly made me feel better about pulling the shards. So it kind of worked out for me. I'm not saying everybody else should have done it, because, you know, using those resources would be far more expensive for other accounts, but for me, it really worked out. So let me know if you guys pulled this week and got anything good, and appreciate you watching the video. Thanks.